Today is Monday, December 3rd, 2012. I'm Bernie Dennler.
And I'm at McAllister.
Today is the first day of the PAL sock drive, which will last all week. PAL is seeking new socks which will be given to people of all ages through Colchester Social Services. Socks should be dropped off in the main office.
In U.S. news, 4 Los Angeles citizens were found shot dead outside a home in a normally peaceful suburb Sunday morning. A person in a residential area of Northridge discovered the adult victims, 2 male and 2 female, each with multiple gunshot wounds, on the west side of the multiple resident home and called police around 4:30 a.m. The murder weapon has yet to be found, and so far no arrests have been made.
2 men have been detained after a veteran U.S. Coast Guard Chief Petty Officer was killed Sunday after suspected smugglers rammed his vessel off the Ventura County coast early Sunday morning. Chief Petty Officer Terrell Horn III, 34, of Redondo Beach was second in command of the Halibut, an 87-foot patrol cutter based in Marina del Rey.
He was renowned for his excellence as an officer on multiple occasions, including his service in Emerald Isle, North Carolina, in which he saved 38 lives and received a Coast Guard Commendation Medal. Horn suffered a traumatic head injury and was declared dead before he reached the nearest hospital.
On Monday, 5 states announced that they will add at least 300 hours of learning to the school year in 2013. Colorado, Connecticut, Massachusetts, New York, and Tennessee will take part in the proposal, which is projected to increase student achievement and make U.S. schools more competitive on a global level. The pilot program, which is intended to last 3 years, will affect 20,000 students and 40 schools. The schools will decide whether to make the school year longer or the school day longer, or even both.
The U.S. birth rate fell to a record low last year, coming in at its lowest level since statistics began being collected in 1920. The drop was largely driven by a reduction in birth rates by immigrant women, who may have decided to have fewer children due to the tough economy, according to an analysis by the Pew Research Center's Social Trends Division. According to Pew's recent study, the birth rate was 63.2 babies per 1,000 women of childbearing age in 2011. The number is about half of what the birth rate was during the baby boom, when the rate was 122.7 per 1,000 women.
Turning to world news, Egypt's top court has entered into a strike after efforts to rewrite the Egyptian constitution stirred controversy nationwide. President Mohamed Morsi has been accused of making a power grab, with the new constitution being drafted primarily by a strongly Islamist leading panel.
The court was set to examine the charter and rule on the legality of the Islamist-dominated Senate, which dissolved the previous parliament on a technicality, but has abandoned its post, citing concerns over protesters in support of Morsi. Many of the court's judges are holdovers from the era of Egypt's previous president, Hosni Mubarak, who was ousted following the 2011 Egyptian revolution.
Russia is urging North Korea not to proceed with a rocket launch planned for later this month. Officially, the rocket is designed to carry an Earth observation satellite to space, but it is widely speculated that this is merely a cover for testing for the North's ballistic missile technology. China, North Korea's main ally, has also cited concerns over the impending launch.
Malala Yousafzai, the Pakistani schoolgirl who was shot in the head by the Taliban for campaigning for equal education opportunities for girls, has issued a statement for her supporters. "Thank you so much for your outpouring of love and support. I thank the people that supported me without distinguishing religion and color," she said. Yousafzai went on to praise Pakistani girls who are continuing their studies. Her condition has improved dramatically since arriving in a British hospital for treatment, but Taliban threats against her life continue.
A powerful typhoon is coursing toward the southern Philippines, which threatens to bring fresh destruction to a country that has already suffered a series of severe weather-related disasters. Typhoon Bopha is expected to hit the island of Mindanao on Tuesday morning. Wind gusts are expected to reach up to 130 miles per hour, and the Philippine Weather Agency warns residents of flash flooding, landslides, and possible storm surge.
And in science news, a team of scientists reported Sunday that carbon dioxide emissions are likely to be at an all-time high this year, suggesting that the efforts to curb emissions are failing. At the current rate of emission, the previous goal of limiting a global temperature increase to just 3.6 degrees Fahrenheit now seems unobtainable. Although developed countries like the U.S. have managed to slightly lower CO2 output, These drops have been matched by increases in developing countries. Since the Industrial Revolution, levels of carbon dioxide, the most important heat-trapping gas, have raised by about 40%.
NASA scientists are attempting to debunk the popular doomsday theories surrounding the end of the Mayan long count calendar on December 21st, 2012. Astronomers deny the existence of a planet named Nibiru, around which some of the rumors of doomsday are centered, which conspiracy theorists claim will crash into the Earth. According to scientists, Nibiru and other stories are all a hoax. NASA stated that if Nibiru, or Planet X, were real and headed for an encounter with Earth in 2012, then astronomers would have been tracking it for at least the past decade.
They also went on to discredit other theories surrounding the date, including the idea that a sudden magnetic pole shift will occur, that a solar flare will devastate the Earth, or that we will experience a sudden global blackout. Despite the popular conspiracy theory, the Mayan calendar nor other Mayan materials make no mention of the world ending on the date of the calendar's end. That's all for today. Join us again tomorrow for more school, local, U.S., and world news.
And remember, you can catch us online too at youtube.com/BA Student News.